Good evening, everybody, and welcome into another day here in WG Streams. Today, actually playing some more Magic the Gathering for a bit, or a majority this evening. Parody of it. Kind of gotta get back into the handle of things. Let's get this chat box working again, and go from there. Good refresh, hope it lasts. So, yeah, Spider-Man, the pre-release is coming up next weekend. And then after that, it'll officially release as a set called Through the Omen Path. Here on Arena. No thanks to Insomniac being unhappy that a Spider-Man game exists and something that completely doesn't affect them. But yep. That's coming up soon. So today, we're gonna be, for the most part, trying to focus on piloting and maybe adjusting an alternate version of the Affinity, and maybe try to run this Goyf deck, because Cosmo Goyf just seems so much fun. So with the base artifact deck, it has a bit more of a just make artifacts, make them go. And these two top ends of Affinity cards. It costs less because you're just gonna produce things, whether it be from here, or this is gonna make some token. This can make more tokens, turn your other tokens into other tokens. So you can maybe get more enter triggers. And also here's the sideboard nowadays. Because as much as like spring-loaded subblades is cool, sometimes you need a slightly smaller reduction, and if you can kill two things with one stone against the aggro decks, you make your munitions token, you bolt their small thing, whether it's earlier or a little bit later, and you kill two things. You sack the token, that'll deal 2 damage anywhere, while potentially trying to do 3 damage. You could, with a single card of a single red mana, trade up to 5. Or get 2 smaller things. Potentially. Running the flash freezes in here because a lot of big red and green stuff have end of the battlefield triggers, and you're better off just countering things. And this is just better, solid removal that's a little bit less conditional. Like, you can get anything. This has a limit of 5 toughness. This just says go bye-byes. But those are the pros and cons you always have to work around, right? And I wanted to put this artwork up here, so that we know the difference. So this one has only been slightly varied so far. We're trying to fit in Repurposing Bay, because it could be cool. But I'm starting to think there's probably a different deck that could not only utilize this card, but maybe utilize it way more effectively, way more often. Because I think you can make a whole second artifact style deck that is probably more condensed blue red. Might still be Jeskai, but it definitely goes bigger or something. It's different. Because there's like 3 or 4 artifact creatures that tap for mana. They're mana dorks and they're artifacts. So there are these artifact creatures that produce mana, and then there's all these other really interesting artifact cards. Like the weapons manufacturing. And weapons manufacturing cares about tokens, cares about non-tokens entering, but there's a big score artifact that cares about, what's the word? It cares about when you get artifact tokens entering, so it's really interesting. But I think there's a whole bigger alternate build that can be made. And, it's almost based on the other, there's only 14 cards? Or am I accidentally missing one? Hey, there's room for one more card. Oh, heck yeah. I just don't know what it should be then. Maybe, that can be, what's the word? Oh, hey, Mom's calling. Let me answer that. Get to explain in a second. there we go. Looks an airplane without wings, eh? Airplane. Where's that from? Oh, it is here. Okay, what is everything over in the big score? Not noticed that before, and it doesn't have to be blue now. We can just turn off everything else. It doesn't have to be an artifact. But yeah, we're running this in the one deck. But next to something like weapons manufacturing, non-token artifact enters, create this token. Cast Worldwaker Helm the turn after it. If you create one or more artifact tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional map token. So you get this artifact, the munitions, and the extra map token. Then create token is a copy of target artifact token you control, and this thing could just keep creating additional munitions tokens. But what's your payoff? You know, you probably need to pay off in someone like Mr. Mendicant here, and the duplicator is also pretty cool. Professor, it's good to see you as well. Well, they're glad to have you here for Magic the Gathering. And if we're ever able to have, like, you know, voice chat style conversations about deck building and whatnot, that'd be really cool. Because Discord can actually operate on home consoles nowadays, like a PS5 and the Xbox. Just saying. Anyways, happy synthesizer. Yeah, synthesizer's pretty cool. I had a build in mind that was named for a Miku song. Ooh! You gotta tell us about it at some point. But I'm trying to explain here. Looking things over as you were mentioning some of the names of certain things, I'm like, there's definitely the possibility for a whole other alternate type of artifact deck, considering the number of like artifact creatures. Let me hold off. Let's see, where are some of the other things? We already use a Legion Extruder, which is cool, and I think works just fine in this deck. It's Territory Forge. Ooh. Oh my. Can you imagine copying that off a Mendicant? Vitae probably does some cool things. They all do. Most of these things do interesting things. Most of them are all artifacts. Transportation fund. Yeah. Cornucopia. Similar to Astral Cornucopia. The fact there's a whole dinosaur that was kept in the Big Score vault. But anyway, so let me just... What's the Matter Weaver? An Artificer. When you cast a creature spell, choose one. Maybe cast a creatures. Still. Alright, let me get out of here because there were only some minor changes I did to this deck, which is... I still think there's a whole other artifact that can be built. We swapped out one Voyage Home, one Tezz to fit in the repurposing bay. You go fetch things, and like potentially it's like having a second and fifth version of the synthesizers. You just sack any one of these 2-mana things. You're probably going to sack Cryogen Relic, maybe even a Gear Drake itself, or perhaps a Legion Extruder because you can just find more of them. Draw onto them off the Voyage Home. You're trying to get the synthesizers much faster. Could even go find a Pinnacle Emissary. So there's options. I'm not certain the repurposing bay is the best for this style deck. However, I definitely think there should be a repurposing bay deck. Absolutely. So that was one of the ideas for today. Let's see. For the synthesizer, repurposing bay world. Esoteric Duplicator. Just bury them under the synthesizer tokens. Oh, yeah. Oh. So I was throwing this together because I'm not exactly how to build it, but one of the things I think that should be, it said in the sideboard here, remind myself, Bygone Colossus, a 9/9 artifact creature that you can cast for only 3 mana, which would still work well with a lot of other things in the other deck, and next to the something like the one of the emissaries. I always have to click, not collect it. Always annoying. But next to this emissary escort, imagine attacking with a 9/4 for a single turn. Plus cost reductions and other shenanigans like that. So, creature's in for 3 mana. It's technically a 9 mana card. This guy can attack for 9. Seems decent. And if you're going to get any other like artifact triggers going, that's pretty cool. And next to a lot of these other artifact spells that are 3 mana. But I wanted to mention that. I'm glad you're here personally, so I could say this thing can be an enabler. A tricky, sneaky little enabler. And probably works on other things too, but more on that later. So then I showed off the artifact deck. I was thinking about it, and as soon as I saw Cosmogoyf, which is basically Goyf, but for the number of cards you own in exile. Not even card types you own in exile, just cards you own in exile. We have Doc Arlock. Makes a spell you cast from graveyard to exile cost 2 less, and also plotting cards from hand cost 2 less. So it works well with plot, but if you get things in exile, whether you warp them there or you adventure them there, it can make them easier to cast when on their second returning. I was like, I think this deck archetype also has a lot of potential, because then you can pick and choose what you leave in exile and what you don't. And getting the reduction of like, oh, cast this guy after the Dread Whispers, only cast them for 1, and you're allowed to cast it again from the graveyard as the adventure half, and if you're casting from the graveyard, it only costs 1 black. So this guy's going to continually, with Doc on the field, it's going to continually cost 1 black, 1 green, 1 black, 1 green. This seems pretty cool. And then kind of just do blue shenanigans. A lot of these are just one-ofs because I don't know exactly all that should be in the deck, and I probably need to reduce a few lands. Because I think this one's still 20... That's 24. Yeah, they love to start you with 24 lands, and I'm like, this could probably get on 22. I think Otter would be cool in here. It doesn't have to be in here, but probably just need more of a lot of the other cards that are in here. Maximized on Fell. Yeah, could probably do the 4th Mosswood. Maybe needs another one of these guys. I don't know. And half the time you're just trying to cast Goyf, right away. But what are you going to do if you don't have the Goyf? You have your typical black kill spells and Spell and Maelstrom Pulse. This only gets creatures. This can get anything. And then just other trickery. This is a Panharmonicon. And that's my favorite too. Goyf in space. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, "That's too cool. I have to build a deck around it." And I have to adjust the lands too. What are you gonna do when you have the Goyf, brother? Cry real hard. But there are some cool things you can do. I'm like, oh, this thing's a 3 mana 5/5 after warping it in and gaining 2 life. And eventually you're going to pay the total of 5 across two different turns, and have gained 4 life total. I'm like, this is a solid card for the deck to get the idea going. Quantum Riddler is interesting. Euroboroid. Let's see. Solid and green. Yeah, I've seen the card. Let me bring it up. It's been a while. And I got 1, so combat on your turn, put X on each creature before X is this creature's power. Ooh, yeah. I could see why people would be have been playing that. Also, we got a VV deck. I should play that too. We should play that before it rotates out. By rotate, I mean they ban it out in November. They're hinting they pretty much want to ban the VV deck. They're like, it seems like they want to lean into like banning VV over the Cauldron, but Cauldron's been around for a while, so I say Cauldron's been having a lot of fun for a long time. Ban the Cauldron, see if VV's still broken, and if it is, swap it out. If VV's still broken, and breakable, like I said, swap it out. But I know people mostly do shenanigans for the VV Cauldron combination, but I haven't watched any videos and heard if they said anything about random one-ofs in here. I like the Otter just because it's silly. It is easy enough to get that extra card into exile for the Goyf. The Goyf that has no trample or anything, but I mean, original Goyf didn't need trample to be like the best card. As people called Goyf the best blue card. But that was then and this is now. I got plenty of mythic wild cards, so craft it. Have to play this at some point, and then just keep that. Get rid of one land. Went to black early. We don't need the blue as early. Get rid of an island. Creature, cursed target. Are there a lot of like enter the battlefield triggers? When entering the battlefield, costs the triggered ability of a permanent you control the trigger. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of ETBs. ETBs are for web slinging. Yeah, pretty much. Getting the Final Fantasy cards. Yeah, hey, at least that tracks for you. That tracks for you. I'm gonna get rid of the vocalist for now. These in here. I think that's solid. Let me just adjust any lands as necessary. We want as much green and black as early as possible, right? Oops. We got access to Blooming Marsh. Very nice. I should go look. I should take a quick look through any green or black 1-mana spells. Because that might be necessary. Oh, in the Restless Cottage? The food token. And I don't have this Verge. Not that it's really needed. But boy, do I need it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got the blue-green one too, right? Well, let's take a look for any. Oh, it transforms into a. Oh, wow. Swimming pool's available. Oh, because it's part of... Right. That's super helpful. What are the other artworks I have? It's not bad artwork. I think I'm using the Ravnica ones. Oh, that one's considered an art. I'll just use it. Actually, no. It's a shame that hitting apply styles is gonna automatically. But let me, bam. There. That's all I need for the lands for now. We'll be playing that later anyways, but better to have it done. Alright. Playing time just for the heck of it. Oh yeah. Gotta check the daily store because I like to see what theme they're doing. Harvest, so it's all feasting. Harvest is got it. Harvest cards. Karametra. Today's secret word is harvest. If anyone says the secret word, scream real loud. Ooh, best 3 standard and you want to double click. And then click play. Already got the base idea of the deck. Now it's just... Oh, and that pool thing's still up. My bad, lol. Let's see. Bam, don't need that. Latrine switch axes, Black Harvest. Ooh, right. Farm. Okay, so depending on what they're doing, we'll at least be able to bolt them. This thing skews to like... I just don't like the way this game is. The client mulligans. Oh, okay. So we're playing that. Drew the third land at least. Or throw them off for a moment. Red green, cast your 4-mana thing. Whoa. Well, I don't want to bolt the bird, but if you got something, like, show me what you got. Yeah, that's cool. I think I'm gonna start with Tezz. Yeah, he can go find me a small dude. We can go 1, 2, 4th land, cast that. He's like a whole -3. Like he's just for searching. Yeah. He has a 4. He has 4 mana. I was thinking he's 3 mana. It's confusing 3 mana with loyalty. Alright, let's see if we can regrow the
My
Tezz.
purpose is clear.
I wonder what I'm gonna pick.
Even these strange metals answer to me.
I'm gonna bump them up once because I want to hear Tezz more. It's just so funny. Okay, 1. It didn't do much, which is weird.
I am in charge here.
As they say in the business, haha lol.
Mana still obeys me here. I am power.
Can we get Tezz's voice actor a raise? Let's see. Yeah, oh, what did they do again? I kind of just missed it. They didn't do one of these. Except the one target card from the graveyard, draw a card. Oh, okay. This.
All too easy.
You're very correct, Tezz. You're extremely correct.
Make yourself useful.
Welcome, Violet. How you doing today? Little passage, huh? Also, which land is this? Just a basic forest. They are a teamer deck. Okay. They basically cast Impulse, right? Well, being this goes down to 2, so we do get to cast both of them. And then we'll just refuel the hand. This creates so many things. Bottom. I don't need any more lands. I'm casting it for a single blue. Let's find a Legion Extruder.
All too easy.
Oh, I can -7. Oh, I'll do that next turn.
Obey me.
For combat, make any. Yeah. Put 3+1/+1 on an artifact. If it's not a creature, it's now a creature. Big cast, that target this. Right. Hee. Let's see here. Gonna.
All of space, yet nowhere for you to run. Bow to your. There is no system I can't improve.
We'll target tapped creature. Oh, okay, cool. Good. Reading the card explains the card, and I'll now be able to keep that in memory. Let's make this creature even bigger.
I am in charge here.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Tezz can technically go find us a Duskro's Reliquary. That's another reason to have that in the sideboard. Tezz can find it, its utility. And the repurposing bay can go find it too. So they were off to a slow start and didn't really do anything. The game clumped up and gave us both Tezzerets. I don't know exactly what they do. Captain Tezz. Mario Captain, the Captain. He captains cruelly. I mean, obviously, Dusk can take care of it. Any big thing, if they get him out, flash freeze them, they go for some shenanigans. I'm thinking. Who cares about casting? Although it does work well with the synthesizer, it wasn't entirely needed. Just to try and get some flash freezes in. I think all I really want. Taking out the Legion is a bit weird. It didn't fully slow them down, but it didn't matter anyways. Alright, now we can repurposing bay this. It would be really fun if there was like a 4-mana artifact that can go find this, that can go find something else. Very keepable. Not doing anything first turn anyways. Literally get to just bide some time. Enter stabbed. Thank you very much. Very interesting. Right here. Okay, that's the Tarkir. That's Dragonstorm. I'm gonna go ahead and cast this little sort of thing. Put a little cost reduction on the affinity spells. I really need to draw another land. I don't know how fast a teamer deck like theirs can really go. No Gear Drakes. That's kind of weird. Gear Drake, where are you? I'll probably find another Tezz or repurposing bay before we get anywhere. What to do first? I'm gonna start with synthesizer because I want to go into bay, and I'm gonna drop off the extruder, keep the land. We're going in here. To do repurposing bay. Fetch, sack this to fetch another one of these, and get hilarity triggers. We're going to make one token when we play this, so unless they Unless they blap the synthesizer right now. They technically have 6 mana for a creature, so I don't have flash freeze, so being able to fetch up a reliquary, the Dusk Rose reliquary would have been pretty favorable. But let's just keep in mind for game 3. You come on your turn. The creature. Trample haste. All right, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Beam. Bang. We'll take one big hit to the face. It is a 4/4. Nice. We'll just take care of this now, so we have 2 sets of 6/6s. Now they'll probably try to pull some sort of shenanigans. They hate that since... Yeah, sure. You can abrade it. I don't. So what do we do for next turn? Probably voyage home, turn to a synthesizer. They're looking at the repurposing bay. Okay. Also, if they pull the crap with the stupid dragon, remember, Tezz animating something is something already in play, no trigger. Oh my gosh, yes. New purpose extrude replace. Yeah, exactly. But what is this about? You know, we can make Gear Drake as big as we want. Probably play land. So we're just gonna put the fear of existence in them. But yeah, definitely swapping out maybe 1 or 2 nesting bots, getting some the Dusk Reliquary, and just like take out this big creature. Now I don't know if they're playing some like homebrew deck or something, but definitely not at the power level. But you know what? They're in silver, so. Hey, Ava. Alright, here we go. How's it going this evening? Hope you're having a good one. Throw some cards. Get 1 land. Maybe get cast something. Ooh. I get to cast anything, but we got an additional land. That's cool. Has reach, so we have to do just the big bodies. No, Ava, you are not being kicked out. But if you do have continue exchange and misbehave, you might be. But the point is, you said, oh, you know, if anyone says anything, then I'll just be going. All right, then there's the door. You may leave if you want. But other than that, you're free to stick around. You're free to, you know, post art on the artboard. If you like Splatoon a lot, if you want to play Splatoon with people, use the Splatoon board to try and play with people. You're welcome to stay. Just don't be a menace in South Central. So. Alright, now we can do things. We have 1 mana, maybe they'll bounce something. We can go to Tezz. Sure. Give him something to swing at, right? Or maybe we just play another Gear Drake? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, double extruder. Bam, bam. And let's see if they go for Spell Pierce. Your typing for it came in just as I thought about it. X equals 2. Okay, resolve. I will just auto pay. And whether I put it on the face or I put it on the blocker. Oh, it has ward. That's right. You can't. They already figured they're done. It's like, oh yeah, since I can't ward it, because I forgot they had ward. I see the reach symbol. Me dumb. No, I was thinking the same thing. Don't you worry, buddy. Don't you worry. I was thinking the same thing. But yeah, ward 2. It'd be so much easier if it just had hexproof. But yeah, the reach symbol was getting through the. It's not show hopefully. Ava, I know you don't understand this concept, but people being stern or strict with you is not being mean. So, you know, you are behaving quite rudely, insisting people give you attention, insisting people you seem to be clamoring for attention and that people say nice things about you. Being rude is not very nice. So, if you're going to be not nice, and then and declare when other people are putting in your place and say that they're being mean to you, to try and defend when someone's actually being strict, reasonably strict with you, that is the kind of activity that will get you kicked out and banned from places. So again, you're free to stick around and be the nice person you say you are. But this behavior like this will not be tolerated. You have been warned. Ward, Burt, Ward. So, okay. This has some interesting flexibility to it as compared to the other one to go and fetch things. We're going to continue playing to see, you know, where if there's other strengths and weaknesses. Or this could just be the build. We tried off a bit of something out of the Saw Blades to have a little bit more purposed consistency, and then have sideboard cards that hose other decks. The Reliquary, so. A very nice hand, especially if they could potentially be aggro. It's all enough because it goes in the Gear Drake. We just got to get the right land color. But Tezz, I reduced you from 3 to 2, and now you're showing up all the time. I know this is probably just. I hope I get to cast this guy more because what? Did I have 3 of them here? Only 3 of them in here, right? Well, let's see what we get to do. Playfire bricks can be useful for land thinning, life gain, and repurposing. I was kind of worried. I saw that card and I was thinking about it. I'm like, this has some utility. I wonder, I wonder how necessary is it? Pun intended. I'm like, do we work around with that? Maybe because I was thinking maybe we should put the Clayfire bricks in over the cryogenic relic. I was like, I don't know. I feel like maybe cryogenic is the way it's supposed to go. I'm not 100% certain. Good evening, lads. Yes, good evening. A second round of hellos and salutations. Oh no, they've torched the dragon. My poor metallic drake never saw the light of, well, light. It didn't even get to blink its LED for the first time. Now, actually here, one hen. More serious than siblings. Hey. Alright, nice! Yeah, socialize, buddy! Heck yeah! They're tapped out, so maybe... He cares about artifacts entering. I'm thinking Tezz first, and then try to go deep on things like extruder and weapons manufacturing. But maybe we do these first, and then care about Tezz. I can always just draw a card. Nothing seems to be going on, so I'm gonna opt for weapons manufacturing first. Then maybe try shenanigans. But I don't know. Plus, we need a white for this bot. It's not. Oh, gee. Oh, we're this kind of deck. Well, we're not. It's not 100%. I'm the one that's using Storm Chaser's talent. So this is any non-creature spell that grows bigger. So that's probably why they want to ban Vivervee. Vivery-do. Get targeted. Okay. Maybe put a few creatures out, but I need a divide here. I need a particular land. Hey, the parents having a good vacation turned into a vacation for the rest of the household, so that's solid. What'll happen here? And your tax. VV grows very big, very fast. I see why they would consider banning it now. This costs 2. I won't even be able to keep pace, right? So this one I have to try and get to another land. Did not find. Now we can start subtracting things and hopefully get a big gear drake. It's funny because cards like this at 3 mana normally have not been this good. Because all of them they're 3 mana. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on them. But they also don't burn when they're growing and have hella defense. Like, I like this card. I like this card a lot, but I understand why they're going to have to ban it. Although ban it and keep the cauldron. Ah, Vivi, you were so cool though. I'm glad you got of all the cards in all of Final Fantasy, you got to be the busted card. Thank you. And like they did all that without the cauldron. I would very much like to point out. They did all that without the cauldron. Here's many even it's tapped. Zero threat. So there's a very small window. I think Tezz is bit too slow for this. And I don't know if they're going to load up on my counter magic. So I don't think we'd be able to fight them, even flash freezing. They get triggers off the thing. It's all about taking care of the board state. Anything that can... These produce tokens is gonna help find the relic and can slow down attacking. I don't think that's worth bringing in. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's fine. It'd be better to fight them once they get somewhere. Okay, okay. Oh, right, I could have swapped out some Pinnacle Emissary. But... we may not even have to warp it. I think this is keepable. We'll have all the colors we need. Which is usually intent with these verges, and one of the lands I can help turn both verges online. I don't think I can't cast anything anyways. Combat. Lol, I still get the cast it, so... Okay, so something we can do for 4 mana. Either that, turns to creature +6, right? A little awkward, because now they're repurposing they can't grab things. Not yet, but... tell you what. Yeah, I just think it's best move. Get in, go and attack. Bam. I can play this next turn. Purposing Bay, or that gunship. Ah, the exile effect, yeah, stops it from getting an extra bot. Don't have an extra red for it. It's funny though. Also... three. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 4 if we get the extra gunship down, so... I'm trying to get max speed. Yeah, totally. And, no, Ava, you don't have to leave forever. Not yet. Just be on your best behavior, and that's all we ask. Let's see here. The drones that makes our 1/1s. A bit slow. Can be repurposed. If I warp it in, this costs 3, and we'll get a couple triggers. I'd rather kind of have that, but right now their shields are down. You know what, let me warp it. Now this only costs 2. Not that really matters, but hey, it's something. And we can get things to make that a creature. Totally worth it. And that was possibly the best turn we could have had. They're even reading that and sitting there and going, oh, wow. Alright, so are they going all in? Yeah, it seems they are. Ooh. Let's go with this. Want to spell pierce it? Want to spell pierce it? Annul. Yeah, I'd be glad to keep that. Let's see. 7, 15. That thing also doubles up. So let's see. I'm trying to keep a block right now. Gunship may have been a better choice, because then it's like we'd have that many artifacts. 7. Might have been a chance to kill it. I think can't block it. Anything but flyers anyways. Of course, possible maybe I could leave, have left up 2 blocks and just hit him for 1, get that max speed. Mendicant comes out. Return target instant or sorcery. Sure. It wasn't another land. No. cast this, cast that, build that up, you know. They basically have this turn to get me, but they have a little blocker at least. There's the Soul Cauldron. Yeah, I have to block. Oh! Well, that's some extremely niceness. Okay, the munitions are going here. Let's change that. Okay. I think we play Pinnacle Emissary. And, just pass in case they pull any shenanigans. Exactly. If it gets into the threat, I'll just make more reliquaries. I can go get whatever I need. That one's leveling up. This one's already leveled up to 2. Got it. Alright, they just didn't know what to go get. Okay, okay, cool. Any rechanges? Okay, Emissary did work there. Bring in Spell Pierce. You know, they got Torch the Towers. I think it's fine as is. Can't think of. I don't think I'm bringing Spell Pierces for them. Because yeah, that seemed like a solid, well-controlled board state by the end. Yeah, I think I'm fine with it as is. I could maybe go down to Synthesizer and swap something else in, because I think this could be a match where maybe go down on things like Synthesizer to bring other things in. I'm just not 100% certain on that. Especially considering we have they go big a bit faster. So how do you deal with that? And probably put characters like Mendicant to the task. Which it doesn't get to come out turn 2, unfortunately. It's a little awkward. But it can mulligan to worse. Maybe dealt with. Ava, you will be forgiven. You are forgiven, and you are asked to go and sin no more. Weird hand keepable, and I can mulligan to worse hands. That's the thing. That's like the mulligans can be so bad. Because some decks you can mulligan a lot. The nut draw off the top. Yeah, this is a don't mulligan if you absolutely don't have to kind of a deck. Arena being the silliest possible thing there. Okay, yep, Arena. I mean, we get the white blue though, so he can come down turn 2. I'm just dumb. I am just dumb. Alright, I'm gonna offer the trade. Last time they didn't take the trade and they were just like, well, we'll mend you up good. So it's like cast it on creature spell and draw your third card. Okay, so it is. All right, Ava. Just stop chatting for today. You're being distracting from everyone else and me. So I'm gonna ask you to please stop. This is not about you. The world does not revolve around you. You're done for today. Maybe go take an internet break for the rest of the day. Much appreciated. Thank you. All right, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. So all they did is sleight of hand. They got 2 reds. We got 3, so we probably can get away with just blapping it. And that'll be 3 damage. We'll see. Goes where it has to go. Gotta go fast. You. We got the 4th land for Voyage Home. So now we can probably just keep outpacing them. Probably is the key word. Oh no. Poor Mendicant. It'd sure be a shame if I had another one of those guys. Got the land anyways. In case they blab Mendicant again. Stock up. I can stock up too. Ooh, they're waiting. This is a sorcery, so we'll wait. Decking for 6 is a lot, but, you know. Do we cast it or just wait? On the turn, I think they're going to try and pop off. And then maybe we get to cast into something else. You think cast it, huh? Okay, yeah, because we're going to go for something. Get extra out of it. So what is fire magic? They went with that. It was all going to happen anyways. 3 damage to each creature. They paid 6 mana for that. Oof. One, two. This will cost 3. Boy, Hank got real big real fast, didn't he? Choose the blockers. You can have your 5 this time. Guess Mendicant first. Think it's roll. I mean, yeah, I guess the. No. Actually, yeah, it would be there. You're right. My bad. They were gonna go after Mendicant anyways. Anyways, now we'll put up with it. Because it's not like I have to exile a whole nother separate extra auto double thing. And then let's just give them something for next time, so we'll hold off. I didn't see how much mana they had left. But if it did start with Mendicant and Spell Pierce was their only thing for that turn, then yeah, I'd be able to cast it, pay that, pay the other extra double bubble extra. I'm running all my lands. They only have that, so they only got one other card in hand, and they only have this. Had to spend a lot for that fire magic once again. Little 2-1 bot. Little 2-1 bot gotta be a little body boop gonna go 2-2. Beep bop beep da boop boop. Nice. Okay, glad that worked out. A little shaky there, yes, definitely should have copied the copied the reliquary to get the double effect. Take out the astrolabe as well and all that. Take out the equipment. That was something where I play because you don't have to sacrifice an extra one to get it out into play. You only have to sacrifice it the one time. The copy will just enter for free as normally paid by the copy function. No extra sacrifices. Yes, so that would have been the most efficient play to further guarantee they don't get a comeback. Thankfully, it did not matter this time. It may matter in the future. And Ava, based on your latest post, thank you. Alright, let's go into yet another round. New Generation Mendicant Special is their copy ability. The Mega Man X references. Loving it. Alright, well, I think we can say for certain then, this is probably the better build for the deck. This is the more purposed incarnation. It's only been a handful of games, so we'll see what we bump into. We're bumping into some seriously mindseted people when they're doing Godfarer Bolus. You know they mean business. Weapons manufacturing. You reduce. I don't know though. What am I keeping in mind for this time? I think I have to mulligan this. Because I don't have to. I can draw into some things. 4 lands is a lot of what we've already got, so I'll get the access to blue anyways. It's not turn, so we're going to start with that. We're all good. Everything was all good. Thank you. Go be good. Alright. And then, alright, you beat the Final Fantasy count with the switching the fire magic. Yeah, it's funny. We beat the deck. We beat the card. I think the other it's kind of sort of the deck. Maybe it's not 100% the deck, but it's definitely the card. And I'm thinking, I don't know what the line is, but sure, go for it. Say the line. Can I say the line? I'm gonna say the line. We beat VB. What is this game? This game is Magic the Gathering. This is specifically Magic the Gathering Arena, a very modern client that has heavy visual representation of the fantasy aspects of this game. Simply put, you're a wizard, Harry. You're a super powerful wizard, and you second mendicant. Oh, okay. Arena's doing arena things. But you're a very powerful wizard, and this deck of cards is your library of spells that you're going to cast to try and beat your opponent, because you're having a duel with them. Is it a friendly duel? Is it a duel to the death? Who knows? Envision it however you want in your mind, but you're a wizard, they're a wizard, and you're going to battle each other. And that is basically all there is. You have 20 life. Try to reduce your opponent's life down to 0. There are other ways to win, but the main way to win is to somehow get them down to 0. And alright, this box looks ready. Return. Okay, so bam. The debates between wizards are seldom purely academic. Yeah, true. Okay. We're doing black white. Oh, they're trying to get into that like kill you in one shot combination. Infinite triggers. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Because all you need is one card that says when you gain life, whenever you gain life, they lose life. Whenever they lose life, you gain life. Then there are like a couple 2-card combinations in white black that once you get that going, it's just trigger, 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 and then you die. Simple as. So they basically load up on tons of ways to make it activate, and they just have to find their activating cards. Let's see here. Right now you're not to speed. That only makes it go down to 3. With Purge, they're probably fine. They're probably happy if I attack into it. I'm gonna get the speed anyways. Do I try to keep their board clear? Do I offer the trade? I'm gonna do no attack for right now. Because I think I'm the deck that's clearly on beatdown. They're combo centric. They try to bring in their one-shot kill. They might have some plan B that is like an overrun. I'm not 100% certain. You can never go wrong with the Johnny's Pride mate. Oh, and to further explain the game, you have lands. Lands can tap for 1 of 5 colors. Then you cast these cards. These cards can be creatures. They can be basic spells that make you gain life and draw more cards, or deal damage to creatures and stuff. But sometimes when you cast them, you have to cast them for specifically certain colors and then leftover generic mana. Like this spell costs 7, but you can reduce it. Cards do funny and cool and weird things, so make sure to read the card and go have fun. That's Magic. MTG Arena is free to play. They have tons of tutorials that teach you how to play. You can play it on a big computer. You can play it on a tablet. So, yeah. Yeah, this is the main life gain style. Yep. And this thing says... Oh, yeah, they did Moment of Triumph. Yeah. I think maybe we'll get rid of that guy, and I can cast the new one and then fly overhead and upgrade the speed. This Pride Mate. Too big for it. I have to draw into Warship and stuff. Okay, so we know what the board in. We already kind of know what the board in. I'm gonna make the double block. I want to see what they do. Well, they can only kill the guy. They can only kill Mendicant. So we got a backup Mendicant. We have 5 lands. Which can we tap for what? So we're gonna go 1 blue source as well. Okay, they were fine with it. Gets even better. But there's still only 1 blue source. Kind of sucks. There's ways to sacrifice these. It's like then we can start blapping things. We're keeping the Legion Extruder, and that's for certain. I want to build speed. It's like, no, hold up. I think I already played the land for turn anyways. Okay, but this will turn on the blue of those sources, so we're all set for next turn. Please find us an extruder. If I have to take 1 big hit from the Pride Mate, so be it. If we find the cryogenic relics, we can keep the Pride Mate tapped down for a whole extra turn to buy some time. This deck, this Jeskai deck definitely runs the long term. Okay, so they have some recursions. Okay, they're more this style. white black. But yeah, probably main contain the combo. Definitely have a combo is probably like a backup plan B. Like I said, they may just forego it at all. Just be a strong, wide, mostly white black deck. Back, yeah. No blocks. Well, speak of. In the 2 life here. Cause first, any cards. Switcheroo sideboard. Yeah, probably. Maybe just have more focused stuff. And then we'll draw another card. For keeping you tapped down. Speed 3. Can make this Ear Drake grow even bigger. Blap one of these. Find an extruder, blap something else. Start taking on their board one by one. We have to take one big hit maybe, but ooh, gosh. Protection from hexproof from instance. Hexproof from instance. Alright, she doesn't get any buff right now, but she's about to. Lots of good targets. Definitely bringing in Torch the towers. Along with Reliquary. A cousin of mine has started getting into Legos. I think Legos are cool. I'm not like that into them in terms of like attaining any, you know, built stuff. I haven't like collected any, but yes, Legos are cool. I'm all for that. Yeah, clink, clink. They probably have something like Moment of Triumph or whatnot, but I'm gonna try and block here because I'm not too worried about it. Okay, it went down. Oh my gosh. Why does it always use the wrong stuff? Okay. We're just gonna go super big and worry about Tezz in a moment. I mean, whoa. 1, 2, 3 to do, and then you only get like 1 casting, but it'd be pretty cool. This is for the white.
My empire will span the stars. My will is my own. I expect success. My will is I am in charge. All too easy. I command the very building blocks of this system. There is no system I can't improve.
Now our max speed, cast and copy, cast and copy. Draw another card, cast some coffee. Lay this down, red, sack. Some stuff done. Yeah, gain your life, make her a 5/5, that's cool. Tezz emblem has already given me exactly what I need. Question there. I remember thinking about question. Ava, does that mean you are really into Legos and do you own a lot of Legos? Have you built a lot of cool things? If you want to talk about the Legos, please. Type about Legos. Anyone else out there, you're a Lego person? Feel free to type. Now let's see, what are they going to do and how are they going to do it? Boy, do we have some interesting board stall here. You want to attack the Tezzeret. I mean, yeah, go for it. I'm still going to block and, you know, destroy a creature anyways. Probably the flyer. I know, right? If I can just get the synthesizer or something. Attacking for 1. How much? All their mana used up. You can get your 5, and then she's got menace. Ooh, right. I'll give up the Drake. They only have what, 1 mana available? I'm gonna save the Mendicant though. Saving Mendicant Core. Mendicant Core. Corey. That's this card's name. This guy is now Corey. Thank you, Corey. Say goodbye to your flyer. E. E. Figures.
My will is my own. Mana still bow to your new overlord. There is no system I can't. Mana, soon you will grovel.
That was beautiful.
My will is my own. Bow. My network is already.
You get 2 emblems.
Everything from Sun to Starship is mine.
They've got no got no air blocker, so that'd be like 7, 10. More munitions? Yeah, I agree. Especially if I double up on munitions. Targeting that one, so we get a second one of these. Just have more bodies. Do I threaten them with Mendicant? Oh, I mean, it's a big dude. Back. Well, they wanted no more of that anyway, so that helped. Okay, Stack has been working really fine without Pinnacle Emissary. Well, they're the one match it helped. It's not the most pinnacle thing in the deck. Okay, try to take them down as early as possible. And we definitely bring in this Reliquary, because that hoses the Vampire. Lol, the anti-vampire box hoses the Vampire. And where are we putting it? I mean, probably just over the Relic? Well, drawing the cards was pretty nice. Problem. There's not usually a lot of room for boarding. You do like the gunship? They do give us time. Yeah, you know what? Wrong one, because it moved them back over. Boop boop. Yeah, gunship should probably come back in, and but yeah, like we were clearly able to go big enough there. They give us enough time to go big. Question is, how like aggro do they go? Do they start protecting the stuff, or do they go aggro? Two of these. I really want to bump into this card, though. Yeah, we'll go with that. Want to get rid of one cryogenic, because it can help them temporary, but we really need to hose things like the and they'll probably bring in they're white, so they'll probably bring in things like disenchant and other like destroy target artifact cards. 93% battery. Well, I don't need you to charge anymore. Charge shot. Charge my phone. That 93% is still very good. I did unplug the phone, so yeah, I agree. That's good. That's solid. Wonder what happened to the opponent. I wonder if the opponent. I wonder if they got disconnected or they just hard rage quit. Oh, well, when they eventually explode, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a quick beverage. I'll go ahead and put the deck up on screen if anybody wants to copy it and, you know, show us. You know, try this deck out because it's been pretty cool. We can try riding this deck all the way to Mythic. Rage Against the Machines? Holy crap, they literally are. Oh man. Few. One goes first. Keep it 7. That was game 1. bit rough, because I don't want to start off with that, but could work out. It was 2 gunships, so the shuffler could be doing the whole... Not going to give us any red lands now, but it won't matter. They seem to be gone. The machines have been raged against, but they have some really cool sleeves. I think those were at the Kamigawa. Neon Dynasty. Neo Kamigawa. Yeah, they pieced out. They literally said, "Ew, ew, ew, ew." Can't believe it's not Gundam. Robots are going to return home to Mythic. That's where we're going with this. Eh, it's like the game knows me. Wood holds a flame for only so long before it crumbles into ash, but stone can burn forever. I mean... Really? Yeah, I mean... Alright. Oh yeah, that hand definitely so funny. It needed a third land to pop up, and it'd be on color and stuff. But I'll show. I want to try this again. Maybe we'll move over to Goif. But here is the Purposed Affinity deck. In case anybody wants to take their. Oh, I still need a 15th card in the sideboard. Oh, we'll mull that over. There's the deck if anybody would consider piloting it. We'll be right back. Every time you type in my username, it says you spelled it wrong. Also, if your question is what does Altio mean, like the name, the username itself, Altio, it has no meaning. It's just the name I came up with. Pretty cool alias though. Very unique. Okay, so today we'll be having the Mexican coffee stout, a coffee oatmeal stout made with cinnamon and vanilla. And then right, you're gonna teleport out now? Understandable. Hey, thanks for stopping on by. I'm glad to see that our teamwork here has made this really cool deck, and I can't wait to play it some more and then get some other stuff in. So, all right, everyone. Say goodbye to the Mirai for now. Who will? Have a good one. And let's see. Decks. This funny abomination, though. I had to make some adjustments because there's a number of cards that, rotated out. So I didn't really know what to put in here. The main focus was to have things like Shoal in here alongside Scrawling Trawler and Razorkin Needlehead, which is supposed to have the ability of whenever an opponent draws a card, this creature deals 1 damage to them. When an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1 life. So a little bit different between direct damage and they just lose a life, but this thing makes each player draw an extra card, so they start pinging faster and faster the more of them you have out. Then just to keep things going, you have some like Screaming Nemesis to just, it's hasty, it gets in there, and then if you try to board wipe with Slag Storm, so you keep their field clear, you still hit them for 3, making sure they can't gain any more life. Or you can Burst Lightning your own Screaming Nemesis and transfer that over. You can do shenanigans if they're a life gain deck. And then have one of these Avarices. Probably you should use a third one, but you can target player draws 3 cards and loses 3 life. So they'll draw 3, lose 3, and then per draw they could lose an additional 1 or 2 life. So they're losing an extra 2, 4, 6 on top of 3, so they lose 9 total. 3 black mana, lose 9 life. You know, and then if they even try to cast anything down the road after they've drawn stuff, play some Painful Quandary. Oh, that's a nice hand you have there. Good luck casting any of it. Painful Quandary isn't the most impressive card ever, but it's hilarious. I really have always enjoyed and wanted to use it, so I'm like, I can just go in this deck as a placeholder for now. This isn't the most serious deck. It's probably better off just straight red-black. I have some blue splash in here just to kind of help it. But, you know, I think there have been more potent versions in the past, and probably even now with just straight red-black. Plus, you know, this guy here for a little bit of extra plinking. He's cool. Anyways. We'll get a few more matches in of Affinity, and I'm going to try this Goyf. I have the VV Cauldron deck, but I don't need it. Okay. Play first. And that's super solid. Yep, good 7 there. We'll get to go fast. Man, that's good smell. Cinnamon vanilla. Alright, yeah, they did nothing, so combat. Boom, D2. And maybe we'll just play a second nesting bot, so we don't have to worry. Getting the ability to cast blue, that would be nice. Whenever one or more creatures control dies, create a food token. Okay. And speaking thereof, where are we at? 3. That's nice. I'll just put this down and draw a card. It's nice to cycle a card. And end the turn. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. Oh, it's like I'm trying to like slowly mill me out. Or something. Okay. I wonder what they do. Come on, Joey, keep saying your go. Anyways. I think we'll maximize damage here. 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want to get rid of that yet. We want to voyage home next turn. See if we just get things going. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Get the cast. I make so many drones. It's gonna be silly. Whoop this guy. Cast you for real. Nesting bot. They're like, I'm dead. I could exile all creatures. That's a possibility. They're like, your go. Yeah. Yeah, we really get the go. Trust me. You ain't complaining about the speed now, are you? What do they seem to do? Those target artifact or creature, but like nothing else that's a non-land permanent. They do. They have the saga. Some like, I think just a basic negate is all that's needed for the sideboard here. They just do certain non-creature shenanigans. Just I got other small creatures. Extruder seems to be taking them out. So maybe the emissary. One relic. One relic. Just go down that. Well, cheers on fellow artifact friendos. And I'm about to tell MTG Hillbilly to give this a try. Oh yeah, we are good to go here. And then we have Gear Drake Kings on turn 3 to get more artifact stuffs. Oh my gosh, Tezz is so happy right now. Yes, says the Tezz. Tezz says, ooh boy. We'll leave this enter tapped. I wonder if they're the kind of deck that's going to sideboard into like hand disruption. I think a hand disruption deck would probably work very well against this Jeskai deck. Yep. All right. Better take the extruder. And the person, they're like, take my go line spell. What do you do, huh? Huh? They took that thing? But why? Unless that was a misclick. Oh boy. Synthesizer. I think I want the land first. Okay. What is warp it so we get like a maximized amount of artifacts into play so we get more tokens? Have that. Let's do a nice big 5/5, and this gear deck's gonna get bigger. Sacrifice a creature or vehicle. Here are the token because the gear deck's gonna get bigger. Really bigger. Bigly bigger. So big. I'll attack. They've expended their hand, however. Draw the land, sacrifice that to draw get their spell. Play Tezz. Oh, yeah. This will work. Pierce is a bit late. 2 mana, 2 mana. So yeah, Spell Pierce wasn't the best bringing. Harden Gates. Gonna be awesome to have. Well, I guess they just quit. Oh, I said that one first, didn't I? Here, use up the reds. And then they'll be disconnected once this goes on. So, alright, cool. Man, they spent all that time, spamming emotes just to lose. It's a beautiful thing. I did like their emote usage, though, doing the hard thing. Pretty nice. Use a blue. Oh, that's pretty cool. Very nice sleeve artwork. Artifact deck, you know, gotta rep this. Yeah, we super defeated our opponent here. So a lot of the recent storylines for Magic the Gathering have been kind of cruddy. They aren't doing any real justice to any of the characters and stuff. Like, they went out of their way to ruin Sarkon for no reason, and they made him completely act entirely out of character. Just to kill him off very pathetically. For literally no reason. Like, if you're gonna write something and call the character, you can do it. You can just have to do it well. And they've done it they've done it super well in the past, but nowadays, eh. But when they put it under green. Yeah, I guess so. Funny. But yeah, there's artifact stuff. Very good. Black or green spells. We got those in the other deck. That last achievement there in a second. Just I'm gonna play one more match here with the Affinity deck. Hopefully get as much gameplay with it. Man, this deck has been very convincing so far. It has lots of branching paths. Although, like, maybe not that many branches, but you bump into a couple of options you can do to do combo specific things, and they're really cool. I think, ooh, jeez, oh, what? There's only 2 planes in the deck. But yeah, this is a very unplayable hand. We'll have to mulligan. That's even more unplayable. And we got Nesting Bot, and we'll probably drop off the Memory Guardian because we're really hoping to bump into a blue or a Sacred Foundry. And if we get one of the Purge, when the Purge is one of the mountains, oh, this hand is also ultra unplayable. More playable than the previous one. Because we at least get Nesting Bot, but we know how Arena is. I'm not certain what the best thing to, like, get rid of. These are all very keepable things. Thinking that Tezz probably gets dropped off. That's just me. I could be completely wrong. No freaking way! Alright, I think we're trying to get this guy out as quickly as possible. So we definitely just want to play the 3-4 next turn. Draw one more land, and hopefully it's a blue, and we can cast two things. Cast this, cast that. A maximized amount of things. So they're Jund? Interesting. Ugh. Fudge. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast, as slowly as possible. All we have is the fear of missing out, huh? And okay, so like a graveyard deck. Interesting. Sure, you Valgavoth. What's his ward? Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Very interesting. We off those. Of course. Heritage. Arthur destroy target enchantment. It's weird how people are main boarding these. This is the second that we found that are main boarding these, so why has Standard been like that? They probably because of the cauldron. That might be it. Okay, so probably also being able to get Ghost Vacuum in the board, the sideboard might be worth it. I'm trying to think of it. We'll have to look to see if there's any like anti-graveyard. Rest in Peace. That's an enchantment, but it does exist. We don't care about a graveyard. So we don't sense the synthesizer. Other ways to like sacrifice off of things like this. Women's faction may be too weak in this deck. Or maybe too weak against this deck. Not weak in the deck, but weak against this matchup. Okay. Yeah. Definitely Ghost Vacuum. That's some other like backup thing to have. I think we need Extruder in this matchup, actually. We just want to get the other things as fast as possible as well. Tezz himself was probably just a tad too slow. That one mana dude, so they mainboard stuff against the Duskworld's Reliquary. 4 lands. Ugh. That's nothing. There are significantly worse mulligans. That's a pretty cool sleeve. All right, bam. Let's see if we can get that out because we can gotta go fast. Turn 3 Bay, turn 4 Extruder Synthesizer. Weird as it can be. We draw a Synthesizer. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We'll just try to make sure we build up so when we do Synthesizer, we already have all these munitions. Hopefully. Cosmoglyph. Interesting. They exile a bunch of their own cards. Wave gets big. Person is very weird. I'll just hit you. I mean, yeah, I guess it's smart to take out the weapons manufacturing, but what an interesting deck. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, their deck goes fast. Deck goes so fast for only 4 mana. There's some graveyard options. It's like, oh, because Cauldron, I guess. Cauldron beats this deck. This deck beats most other thing. The deck we have beats the Vivi Cauldron. Interesting. Well, it got the thing, however... We did things. That's really cool. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, only 4 mana. And they seem to be very capable of going slow, so... I don't think the deck I have wants these kind of surveil lands. Surveil dual lands. They are multiple land types. It might be worth using. Just to get some of these lands to be online more often. Especially... no pause. Let's see. That gave some valuable information. What goes on in the meta. I have to let the professor know. He's already teleported out here. Okay, can also use authority of the consoles. Creatures don't matter anyways. Things that like and the builder challenge that was pretty cool, but it's gonna be fun to get a Mendicant back. Weird card. Oh yeah, Zoetic Glyph. Huh. Putting that onto munitions would be hilarious. Oh yeah, I always forget. You have to do not collected as well. I don't care about it on graveyard, so like having that in the sideboard is cool. Can't really search for it. Can't try to draw into it. It hoses that whole other deck though. I'm just wondering if we should have something like let me see if there's some sort of artifact. Be just as good to use. There's something we can sacrifice to get the Soul Cauldron. This is kind of easier to go nab off the. This is far easier to go grab. Main board if we get the repurposing bay out. This is just tap, sack, exile each opponent's graveyard. This one can eat a specific card. I want to use it later. This thing also eats cards and puts things on your creatures, and we have creatures on our field. Activate abilities of creatures you control. So that doesn't really end up mattering. We did not bump into many aggro decks. Very interesting. Exile each opponent's graveyard. Gate Colossus. Three target cards from graveyards. Super interesting. Let's see here. very interesting. That's very mainboardable, but not necessary. Actually, other sacrifice helmets would be cool. Shuffle your graveyard. Ah, good old Felden's cane. Felden bartered the second of these canes from a Umok fisherman who had been using it as a boat tiller. Alright. Vacuum, lantern, or cauldron? The all-encompassingness of lantern might be better. I can't. They'll have to get rid of the other two things first. If you just pick and eat at their... Cauldron has the most synergy with the deck. Make thing big, go attack. But I don't know. Tezz can grab this besides just repurposing Bay. Tezz can also grab the Ghost Vacuum, as well as can repurposing Bay. Really didn't get to bring these in yet, huh? A lot of the decks just went too big, so Torture Tower may not be necessary in this deck. Alright, I'm going to take this out for now. Let's try 2 of these and 1 of these. Why can't I... Oh. There, that works. Awesome. Alright. That's what we're going with now. And there's room for 1 more? Oh my gosh. Oh, what do I put in? Let's put in a second cauldron then. In case they bring in like any board tech that also That'll work. That might be what the board needs. Maybe. We'll see. Very cool, very cool. That. Take a short break from the artifacts. I'm going to try and play Scoif deck, but first, I just have to get a feel for the deck. Oh, I forgot to swap in lands. I forgot to swap in lands. Okay, Old Bomb Diddle. What planes are mount, right? Island Mountain also gets these to activate. It's better to just have more red-white ones. Red, white, gold, land. Mountain plains. Cool. And I got exactly 2. Alright, awesome. It's a shame that they're forced to enter tapped, but the surveil helps, and they have the land types that really matter. So awesome. There we go. Now bot match, Goif. How does this play? How does this deck feel? What does it do? This is great. Oh, 0-1. This is awful. I wasn't supposed to bump into so many Goifs, right? But what should we get? Maybe I gotta throw Doc out and kill something else.
I'm ready to play.
Okay, the fact that the Crystalline Sliver starts in... Yep, target my creature. Red 0-1 boy, attack for 2. Probably Sparky hasn't even played anything yet. Dude, just sliver dancing. My legendary creatures, everything's all clumped up. Double Goif. We need to get more cards in the exile faster and stuff. Exile moving cards from the graveyard. Dude, what is this garbage? Yuckarinos. Or damage. Alright, well, since that was a really lousy test run. Right, warp. And combat. No attacks. trying to take it takes till end step for it to go there. How very nice to have some 4/5s. Your life surveil 3, wow. Changing this creature to a 1/1 cool. Yeah. Test fun match. See how things go. Figure things out. Yeah, figures. I'm not doing the goif anymore. So,
Whoa.
Build Sarah Angel. Oh, finally.
Huh. Aw.
Oh, those dock bears, though. Whoosh. What do if I bump into something like that? How do I, like, draw discard things? What are some of the verges? Does blue green? I don't know, I have to do for now. If I go on any regular packs. Invasive maneuvers instead of evasive. How very funny. Yeah. Bot match it again just to kind of goldfish and see how the deck feels. How does this deck operate? What does it do? Did I solidify it any better? Green, black, so very keepable.
Get ready for some friendly competition.
I do anything first turn anyways. Deck pretty much has no like one drops, which could be a bit of a problem. That's on me. I just need to find like one drop things for this deck. This guy's technically one. Okay, let's see if we can do something really weird dumb here. Play the Verge. Cast this guy. Watch, Spark Tactical Advantage or something. Game life. Yeah. It loves giving the R locks. I might have to reduce him down to 3 or something. I don't know. But, you know, Arena is as Arena does. Warp. Yeah, just put 2. All that. I forgot about Tactical Advantage. Fuck. I just said it last turn, too. It's gonna be a long night. And this guy leaves, doesn't do anything. We've got another dock, so... The idea was to pass the turn, put the things on dock. I'm thinking ahead, but I'm not actually paying attention to the game. I'm thinking too far ahead. So that's on me there. There's tapped. I'd rather get 2 for 1 right here. For a cat, get rid of that thing. Yeah, classic Angel's classic Angel things. You will die. Funny they gave us the mono white both times. What are the odds? But 1 in 5. Alright. Guy is immediately going to come back as a 5? That's not bad. we have the double green, we have the 3 extra mana, and we get the free mana from Doc Arlock. He's here just being a pro. I'm gonna warp this and gain some health back.
Super awesome.
You're darn right, Sparky. We got 4 mana available for Banekeeper's Familiar. Which will probably just like gain 3, surveil 3. And the Goyf. Kind of almost don't need Goyf. I could probably reduce Cosmo Goyf down to like 3 now? Maybe Doc just needs to be 3 of. But, I don't do exile stuff as much as I think I would. This is pretty cool synergy. Guard leaves can make Doc bigger. The guy comes back extra bigger for 2 extra free mana. Which is pretty nice. Yeah, the fact that these things are in exile, man, they're so nice with Doc. Yeah, this might not even need to be a Goyf deck. This can just be some Sultai Warp deck featuring the multiverse's most greatest bear. Most greatest. Ultra bestest. Barely bugaboo. Yeah, I think Sparky ran out of like creatures in the deck or something. Okay. I don't exactly know what my deck does or how it is we do, but I'm playing it. Playing it straight up as is. Okay. First real game, we get to warp things. They're going first. Very keepable 7. Let's say aggressively red deck. And there's 10. We get to like 2 of these guys into exile. Casting this guy for 3 mana is gonna be fun. Cast a second spell each turn, investigate. Uses an extra clue token. wonder if Malcolm should go in there, but in the other deck, but he's not that necessary. I'm basically just going to cycle this card. It's coming back later. For 5 or less mana. 5 or 3. The need to go feed your breed. Magical Firebrand. Siren. A very nifty pirate deck. This might be the starter pirate deck, I wonder. Very on point theming, you know, including the sleeves and the avatar. Nice. We'll fade one of their attacks, see if we get the counter a creature spell. Deck here has lots of like cycling. What do I do with it? I know Assault Like Killer is coming up. Alright, warp's a sorcery thing, so. Okay, I gotta find a different. Gotta find some actual 1-drops then. I wasn't thinking I was just building this. I can grant the attack, but and so everything else is awesome. Everything else is pretty awesome though, so. What are we waiting on here? They probably just don't realize they're near the end, their end step or something. Drew me another one of those, huh? Let's see if they have Spell Pierce. Or some other castable thing. If not, yeah, that'll just completely hose it. It's like, yeah, that's nifty, but more cursed roll token things or something else would be good. It's gotta be in the warp, kinda doesn't matter. Gotta find something else. You play that and like realize what you've actually like thrown into it. Gotta have moments like that. Ow. They keep finding lands. Attack for 3, yeah. I know I would. Probably have plenty of like counter spell mana available. Oh, bother. Where's the dock when you need them? Well, just pass turn. Maybe their deck doesn't do much else when we can cast the Gamekeeper Familiar and not have to worry about it. It'd be very easy for them to have like a hard 3-mana counter spell. Oh, why did I leave you in the deck? Gotta put something else in there. God, I'll put something else in. I'll find some better 1-drop. But what? Pass to attackers. Now I'll cast this creature. I like the way this thing attacks. Ooh. Don't need you. Maybe additional land first to gain more health and have big creature body. Big creature body boy. We gain an extra 4 health back. I mean, I'll block what I can. I'm gonna give it like +3, +0 first strike? Or 2-1, or whatever's available right now in Standard. You want to do a traditional attack red spell, first strike? No, I got nothing. Okay. I'm surprised. I am a little on the surprised side. We'll save that. I'm gonna cast the creature aside because maybe I've turned the corner, but they've got a full grip of 5. Boy, we both decks at keep a nice sturdy hand. Yeah, sure. Looks like that. Let's put things down for right now. Oh, you gotta love that. Great job, XSplit. Anyways, where are we at here? I killed my dude. Still attacking for 2. Right. Just cast the big worm. deck here will definitely be playable against some of the higher end things. That's for certain. Yeah, it's fine. Board 1. Now I'm finally get a Goyf, huh? Five in the air, huh? Play one creature. This increase for 1. Yuck. Never saw Doc Arlock, huh? They finally have a protection spell. Oh, if they blow my dude, it doesn't matter. Very interesting, though. Very nifty. My deck's not a real deck. Fun deck. Could maybe go somewhere, do something. Oh, yikes. How about something that should not have Ward 1? They put Ward on too many things. Hey, look, it gets the super awesome ability, and it has self-protection. Plus, if you're a deck that runs a ton of, like, backup stuff. Yeah, I didn't have, like, a sideboard yet for this. Much better. And hey, the doctor. Comes for blue, so we just need a second blue. The Siren. This weird dinky card. Always saved him for later, like cast this, cast that. Then like play this guy and do something else. A bunch of like per creature castings. And that's exactly why. But, hey, you know. Let's cycle this. Throw one more mana. Okay, but I need a black source, honestly. Well, speaking of, I'm doing it, man. Yeah, I can't draw a proper sheesh. Oh, GG's. Need the proper land. Boy, didn't they draw like the nuttiest super hand? Damn, what a card. I thought this thing kind of negated the shock land. That's funny. Well, Visit Pirate seems solid enough. Alright. Well, that card doesn't really do whatever I thought it did. Now we can put whatever the heck we want in here. Enchantment. Wrong card is cool. That one the spree cards. Each merfolk. these creatures. Right. Interesting creature. Right. But I'm out of rare wild cards. Darn. Any artifact becomes an artifact creature with base power toughness 2/2. Turns things to a 2/2 flyers. Huh. Could work. Oh, black, huh? Death Touch. 2/3 Death Touch for 1 mana? Interesting. Could work. I don't know. Good old Diregraph Ghoul. Classic Deadweight. Classic Death Touchers could be a thing. I forgot. Nice name though. One Death Touch for 1. Probably better with that because at least something you can activate late game. Pardon me there. And Nasty sneeze up and coming. Alright, let's see if we can get the... But this one will work. It's just not going to work tonight. That's annoying. Well. Tonberries, oh my gosh. Those things. Let me just reread this guy here. Deals coming damage to a player. That's vampiric rates. I just do not know. Any old basic land, yeah. Work on the 1/1 Death Toucher route. Ankle Biter might be the way to go. This goes finds any creature. Oh, this. Oh my. Yeah, we found the best one drop here. Vigilance Reach, Death Touch. And stupid. we just put the elves in? Is this a classic green deck that does classic green things? Ooh. That's funny. Maximize that. That can or needs to go in sideboard, but it's funny. Tap sack, so that great. If they're one drops, Put that in there for now. Doesn't really matter. Worst comes to worst. Land award later. Okay. Just had to look it over. Had to do something with that, I guess. A few more games in. Do one more with the strange space goif deck, and then back to robots. Next time I play this, we'll have to do some burn. Shorter, cozy Magic stream tonight, but be that way. It's interesting. Oh boy, red deck. Oh, those OGs. Anything terminal anyways. Okay, maybe just having 4 instances of like minus would be good. Oh boy. Claw dude doing claw things. Let's just blacker guy. What you gotta do? Play black mana spells. And with that, hit them with them their things. regains health. Let's see what they do. They are a super burning burn deck. It goes down to 3 mana. Oh, yep. It's him, the bird. The one who's the word. Bird, bird, bird. Base power 1/1. Anything else? You just die. I will play the bird. A freaking lynx. Base me for 1. Got it. That's a nice little 1/1 cat you have there. Boogity boo. Boy, I sure could use some land. Yeah, have you for when you can. I don't blame you there. It's actually probably a super good idea. This is the only form of green blue that I have. You're a Boroid. Strike. Yeah, okay. Thing's only a 1/3, so that does make it kind of tough. This is a very interesting mono red. It's not super hasty mono red. Definitely the super fastiest fast. Like fast. No, I have not seen that one. Okay, I can't get mine because of Sunspired Links. You run Scorch Shot in your deck? I mean, yeah, for mono red, that makes sense. I've not seen that movie. What's it about? Is it any good? I usually like to watch a lot of cool movies. Alrighty, so they paid the mana to make this a giant land. Okay. Ah, good old Hired Claw. This useless as heck goif. That works out when it does, but when it doesn't. Okay, well, that. That. time we'll just put out simple little blockers. Did you do it? Did you draw the burn spell? Not the exact one you needed, huh? Not a big surprise. Boy, that's a hand. Ooh, I got the one black sword, so I can't play both. Kind of the movie, huh? So it is a literal outpost. You like army stuff, huh? Why would this? Yeah, you have to bolt the creatures, so which means it isn't going to my place. I think let's get one more spell into exile. One damage. Keep it. Free damage. I just want to see if they're gonna like try to waste their stuff on Goif. They do, cool. No, whatever. Well, I really could use a drawing land. got the warps leveled really way too late. Oh, finally a land. Nice. Brother did? Well, give my thanks to your brother. Are you the one who was saying that your brother was visiting and to leave the one day? That's someone else I'm thinking of. I could have pulsed. Did I have this pulse at the point in time where I could have pulsed both mice? If I did, that would have been awesome, but you know what? I'm gonna get rid of that. Alright, I need to use one more land. I get this thing back. Yeah, your brother has my thanks for his services. Yeah, good old slick shot. Get the lightning strike? Yeah, of course they do. Weird. Oh, but I got that thing, so that's good. Got the reward done. Cool. Now we have final artifacts. Oh, they're neither funny nor little. They're potent. And PS3. Okay, very interesting. I like the avatar, though. Ooh, man. And we go first. Parlor, please. 3 mana? I might bin that. I really don't need it. Gear Drake, because I think this goes down to 3 mana cost. And that goes down to 2, then we bring that in, get even more artifacts. Dark Confidant. Very interesting. Ooh. It took a 3 damage. I don't know the target. Everything's a good target. Ooh, they chose that guy. Very intriguing. Oh, they're gonna have to glue you back together. They got an extra land out of it. Dark Confidant doing Dark Confidant things. I think I'm gonna set him up for next turn. Okay. For a creature that deals damage? Okay, yeah. Bothers me not. Surprise, it's the same card. Okay. They do some shenanigans. We're able to take care of most things they have. I want kill spells. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we win. So far, so good. So far, so good. 11:01. I can go to sleep a bit early tonight. This point, I might just make this the last match. Small creatures. I haven't seen any larger creatures. So I don't think the reliquary or gunship might be necessary. I'll take that out, and just in case they have big creatures or do things, we're going to bring in the Warmaker gunship just for more blap through field, besides the Legion Extruder, and bring in Spell Pierce to try to prevent them from targeting our dude guys. Since they have a very traditional style of black mana interaction. Oh, maybe the blue-red one, because that one activates if you have a planar island. The other one activates if you have Mountainer. Yeah, maybe one or two of the blue-red would be good. I'll prevent bumping into this, unless you draw like two of these slow surveil lands. It's just so unplayable. Like half the mulligan. Tremendously better. Probably dropping off the Pinnacle Emissary. Keep 6. Emissary probably has to go. Done. Blood Farm, Nesting Bot. Boom, boom. Foundry into Gear Drake. It's very big, very fast. Oh, great, a treasure McToken. Play the 2 life. We both get something out of it. I get a creature, you get a treasure. Treasure's strong against Spell Pierce, but... Final for the trade. They're fine with the trade. The trade was good for both of us. Scry and Thingamabob. Drake, please. This thing's down to 2 mana, so we can cast 2 more things next turn. Or we can just Warship for 4 damage if need be. We'll find out, and it's only going to be going to turn 3. It's only their turn 2. No, actually, their turn 3 because they start. Okay, they didn't play land this turn. Oh snap! Well, next best thing to do is just lap them. Get in for 2. Hopefully draw land, make a Gear Drake, sacrifice something, and start growing everything. We can cast this, station that. We got options for next turn. I need a second blue source. Yeah, that's fine. Target him. Watch me care. Bink. Actually, we'll just go all out. Very nice. We can sack, draw cards. We have 4 mana, they're 2 mana. Got 6 cards in their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, what's there? Oh, they... Or am I thinking of a different character? Oh, someone else liked that character. That was the previous opponent. I was playing the mono red deck. Okay, sacrifice a creature or vehicle. They're like, nope, I'm done. Because that just benefited me when I sacrificed the Gear Drake gets bigger and it was about to be a... Yeah, they were donezo. So yeah, them forced me to sacrifice something, and the creature that I chose to sacrifice is one that, when it dies, replaces itself with a brand new card. Counts to the creature you control. Sheriff of Safe Passage. Very interesting. That's a cool card. I think Professor needs to know about that. But alright. That was a nice solid turnaround for the Jeskai deck, considering the Goyf deck's gonna need some work, but that Jeskai Artifacts deck is top freaking notch. So, alright, hey. We'll stop there while we still got the hot hand. So David said we must win. We have won, which is awesome. So 11:08 p.m. We'll call it a night. I'm gonna go get early rest for once. The Nintendo Direct is coming up on Friday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. UK. I'll be here so we can go ahead and react to it. I'll set up that stream, and then some point later in that day after reacting to that stream and talking about it. It's going to be an hour long. I'll play some Deltarune or something. And hopefully I won't delay that, I think. We'll find out. Might vary on what interesting information we get. So, with that in mind, be here on Friday. There'll probably be a stream on Saturday night. But don't make it Sunday, because we'll have the weekly Splatoon. I might go a long weekend with that stream. We'll see. We'll see. So, take care. Stay hydrated. I thank you, as always, for tuning in. And I hope to see you again real soon. The wheel.